Alright, hey everybody, I'm back, I guess. Or if you're gonna watch this later, which you probably are, because nobody watched the first one live, so everybody will probably watch it later, if anyone watches it at all. I'm back. This time I'm stepping up to a ship that I've flown before a number of times. I don't really care for it as my thing, but there's nothing wrong with it. We're gonna do the 300i. I want to say too, anybody who watched my first one, I was a little unfair to the Aurora. I didn't really give it a full chance. I didn't even tinker with the coupling or decoupling mode, which I'm gonna try to remember to do here. Play with that, see how it handles in different settings. But anyways, here's the 300i. I remember to put bullets in it. Still no enemies to shoot, but I got bullets. I don't know. It's cool. So 300i from Origin Jumpworks. I guess it's you'd call it a fighter or a personal spacecraft. You know, it's got a little room in it, but it's not what you'd call a big ship. It's a single-seater fighter. She's quick. And you can see the oops, I just passed out of the zone. That was not. See, she's quick. Wasn't even really paying attention there. Hold on one sec, I can respawn.
Stand by for
Alright. So, let's get her up to speed here. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, anyways, this is Origin. I'll get to that in a minute. This is my O's. So this is Origin Jumpworks 300i. She's very quick. She's a nimble craft. Like, you know, you can see the nose swings back around into place pretty quickly. You can see the. They've definitely done some work. They've definitely done some work on the G safety system and the comm stab system to kind of mitigate. That's very interesting. Okay, so sorry, I'm experiencing some new stuff that's apparently just in the game that I haven't seen yet. It must be since the patch with the Cutlasses, and I haven't flown since then. But you'll notice my nose is no longer kicking way out of proportion there when I come into a turn. That used to be a real problem, the slide. I mean, I'm getting it now, but the brakes are coming on really hard. And all right, that's interesting. Okay, so the G safety and comm stab systems are definitely in full force now, which could have explained some of the Aurora's sluggishness. But as you can see, still not unnimble like this. Also, particularly easier to fly, because you're almost like you're flying in atmosphere. You're pointing the nose where you want to go, and that's it. It's going.
Proximity alert.
You can, whoa, yep, just basically wiggle her around like this.
Proximity alert.
Flop. Yeah, that's nice. Again, comes around real slow, but I'm trying to turn real hard. That's interesting. Okay, so the 300. Oh, I did it again. How did I do that again? Yeah, whatever. I'm wondering if that's a bug. We'll see.
Origin Jumpworks at your service. System operational.
So the Origin Jumpworks 300i is equipped with a single, I believe that's a CF-117. Nope, CF-007 Bulldog repeater. Obviously on a gimbal. Not a great gimbal, let's be honest. It looks like we don't get a lot of arc fire, we don't get a lot of up. It's real hard to see how much down we're getting. How useful is that? I don't know. She is also equipped with 2 Class 2 fixed fire guns, Class 1 size 2 fixed fire guns. I currently have, as you can see, the Mantis is in there just for shits and giggles. We're gonna have to see how fixed fire versus gimbaled weapons work. I am concerned that since they are similar sized weapons, gimbaled weapons are going to be drastically superior pound for pound. Like, I think I will be able to put way more shots on target, especially mouse and keyboard, which I don't really like doing, but I think I'll be able to put a lot more shots on target.
You are approaching simulation boundary.
With this than trying to swing the nose on. Again, could be mistaken, could be working out the other way. So the 300i, not heavily equipped. She's got missiles. I can't show you those because I got nothing to shoot them at. Let's show you from the outside. Sorry, I hope I blocked in some of that. That was probably horrible. As you can see on the wings there, I've got two missile racks each with 2 missiles. They're loaded up, but again, there's nothing in them. There's nothing to target, so kind of moot. All right. So let's give this baby a whirl with the safeties off. So as you can see, she's a little sluggish in the turns, and but she's got to be to keep that G safety. So let's get that off. Let's get a couple modes fine. Let's get G safety off. See what happens. All right. So definitely turning harder. Definitely going into those corners harder. Comstab is clearly still trying to keep... Oh boy. Keep the nose... Yeah, I blacked out. Comstab is clearly still trying to keep the nose... nose aligned. But I'm not making it easy. And suddenly the ship is not as sluggish as she used to be. Now you have to have a much more delicate hand, however, because she wants to kill you.
Warning. You are approaching simulation boundary.
Suddenly she's all about murdering you. But if you could not get killed, this is an interesting experience. Oh my god. It's definitely different. Knowing the new ship limitations. This is a different experience. It's interesting though. I like it. I think I like this. So let's get that old Comstab off and see how she flies. We're gonna keep G safety on, Comstab off. Okay, so this is a lot more how they used to fly, where the nose wants to slide or the chassis wants to slide all over the place, but you can correct with judicious afterburners. So this is kind of neat.
Proximity alert.
This is like, you can kind of equate this to driving a muscle car with your foot to the floor, but with infinite traction. Anytime you pound your foot on the floor, you're gonna... Whoa, Jesus. Wow, alright, you're gonna straighten out, sort of? I don't know, it's difficult to describe, but it's definitely worth flying. It's a lot of fun. Basically all you gotta do is point your nose the way you want to go, and then ram on the throttle, and she'll come around. So that's... And it looks like with the G safeties on, you can pretty much beat the shit out of yourself without too much worry. Of course, now we're gonna flick them all off and see what happens. So here we go. This is I'm probably gonna black out and crash. Oh, by the way, the thing I was noticing before is really relevant now.
You are approaching simulation boundary.
Is really relevant now. That 36 up there above my speed. It's my new where they put the afterburners. They dropped those panels that used to be here. They're gone. The thruster panels. They seem to be gone. Replaced by this, what you can see in the green reticle there. That's my new afterburner fuel. I don't appear to have any sort of thruster heat display like on the Hornet that I thought we were supposed to get. They used to be on the little pop-ups, but just didn't work. But anyways, here we go.
You are approaching simulation boundary. Warning. You are approaching
So,
simulation boundary.
interestingly enough, I think... Whoa. Nope. I was gonna say, I think with the ComStab and G safeties off, she flies basically the same. It does. It flies extremely similarly. There's still that sort of loose sliding feel like we used to have. But again, judicious applications of the afterburner can sort that slide out for you, no problem. Otherwise, you're gonna kind of careen around for a bit before you correct. Pardon me. God, I seem to have entered something again somehow. Oh geez, I'm drifting and doing dumb shit. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I blacked out. Okay, we're good. It's all because of this damn chat that I don't know how to operate. Let's hang on. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to. We just figure out how to operate this chat thing. I don't really play online, so I don't really know. Scoreboard. So I don't really know what the buttons for talking to people are. Am I blind or? It's got to be in here somewhere, right? Please. Look up free look. Score. Man, this is frustrating. Alright, well, nothing I can do about it, I guess, huh? Oh, Jesus.
Warning.
Wow, that was pretty close.
Simulation boundary. Warning. You are approaching simulation boundary.
Well, I seem to have gotten rid of it, so let's call it good. So yeah. So you take off ComStab and the G safeties, and this Hornet's nimble. But again, it requires a kind of a deft hand
Proximity alert.
to handle.
Proximity alert.
And you're gonna do that. You're definitely gonna do that if you're not careful. And then it does take a minute for you to get control back, so be warned. All right, so let's all right, let's play with Comstab for a little bit here. Now, Comstab is interesting because it's I mean, I'm sorry, not Comstab, decoupled mode. Now, I don't think a lot of people understand coupled versus decoupled mode. Effectively, what it means is when you are in coupled mode, which I am in now, as you can see, your ship, its velocity vector, which is represented by the circle with the triangle, is coupled as best it can, or is coupled as best it can based on Comstab
You are approaching simulation boundary.
and G safeties. It is coupled to that crosshair, which represents the nose, as you can see where my fixed guns shoot. However, now that doesn't mean it flies like a jet in space like Comstab. That just means that they are linked. Eventually, the ship will straighten its nose out. Now, when you turn Comstab off, you can see that stays there. I am now going that way, no matter what.
Warning.
That's the way we're going.
Approaching simulation boundary.
Oop, gonna have to swing around here. Hold on, sorry. Alright, now I'm going this way. So no matter what way I point, we're going this way. This is the way we're going. No matter how I turn the ship, you can see my velocity changing all over the place. It's relative to the way I'm facing. So, basically it just locks that velocity vector wherever you are, and then it lets your ship orient around it. It lets you do effectively the battle start. Well, you can also do it with by judicious uses of Comstab and G safety. You can also see when you face backwards, it shows the down triangle. That's your negative. I'm going negative. I'm pointing. That's not helpful at all to you. I'm an idiot. Triangle just inverted now because I'm going forwards again. So it's helpful to let you do the turret maneuvers. Turret in space. It also lets you do the Battlestar Galactica flip. But again, you can, as you can see, you could do that just with Comstab and Afterburners. That's a fully doable thing. But coupled mode lets you do it a little bit more freely, if you will. And then you just flick it back, and you start going the way you want to go again. Almost out of fuel there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the 300i. It's like I said, it's quick. It doesn't have a lot of firepower, especially not from the factory. These guns are even smaller. Well, not smaller. They're just harder to use from the factory. But rolls real quick. Turns real nice, especially when you start dabbling with this stuff off. But it requires a little lighter touch, as you can see, because I have now smashed up one wing. So yeah, that's the 300i for you. I will be back in a bit with the next ship on the list. We'll probably be doing the 350R, I think. Similar, but a little peppier. So there you go. When I see you again.